this was a nice watch. I thought it was a really sweet story, and I liked seeing this relationship grow. I thought there were some awesome moments in this piece too. The music was fantastic. Thought it suited the story really well, and I liked the way they used the games to mark the passage of time. It's a nice little storytelling device. And that moment where they're talking about their fathers was such a great point of connection. I actually would have liked if they had explored more of that and his ambition to go to law school. Those were the two most interesting things to me in this piece. And I think having more of it would have given the piece more depth. But overall, I think there's a lot of potential here, and I really enjoyed watching this one.
I really like Pete hates the Dodgers. As an Astros fan, as somebody who grew up in Houston and was around for the 2017 World Series Finals, I definitely identify with Pete in my bones, yo. I was like, I hate the Dodgers, but the Dodgers are trash. Blah, blah, blah. I still don't like the Dodgers. I don't really like baseball in general, but I identify with Pete anyway because like I know that feeling of hating a team. You know what I'm saying? And I think it was really funny, and it's just I like the idea, and so I feel Pete. I'm right there with him. The Dodgers. Anyway, yeah, it was dope. Good job.
Watching the film Pete Hates the Dodgers, I was struck by two things. One of those being how it showed how quickly we can dismiss someone romantically or as a friend based upon a characteristic or a judgment of that person based on something superficial or seemingly trivial. But that being said, the other aspect of this film was how important a role sports can play in bringing people together, and giving us something to root for. And I think that while that may seem like something trivial, which team you like or dislike, it's in fact an incredibly personal decision that people take a lot of pride in. And this film shows how Pete in particular was able to overlook that in the case of Jenny, and also learn something through that process and have a greater appreciation of his own father, I think, as a result.
I thought this one was overall delightful and sweet and funny at moments. There were moments that kind of fell flat, but for the most part, it's just thoroughly enjoyable. It's just sweet to see, the relationship blossom. I like the way things were framed with the games, game one, game two. It has a lot of potential there, and there's some things that are just done absolutely right. Definitely worth checking out.
Pete Hates the Dodgers is really cute and funny. Um, he really does hate the Dodgers, but I love that he was able to more or less overcome it, or come to terms a little bit when it came to this girl that he was interested in. And when she shared that story about her dad, that was so special, and why the Dodgers were so important to her. He was like, yeah, you know what? I do have my dad, and I don't spend time with him because he likes the Dodgers and I don't. And so, yeah, maybe I could sit down and watch a game together. So it was really sweet that they all could sit and celebrate and watching it together. But also, he got some very well deserved satisfaction when the Dodgers lost. So I really loved the ending. I thought it was really sweet. And yeah, I liked this a lot. Very cute.
This is the LA version of Damn Yankees. Pete, a bartender, doesn't like the Dodgers. Now, I admit he's got a point. I mean, they're an upstart team. The Giants, which is the team he supports, saved Major League Baseball. Now, Pete is being worn down by his family. I think by the end he may even have given in. But if you're a baseball fan, you'll want to watch this and you will have an opinion, particularly about Pete's comment that there be an asterisk on the World Series. I'm not quite there yet, but it's an argument.
This review is for Pete Hates the Dodgers. This is a nice and comedic approach to tolerance. I think they really touch on a deeper meaning to interactions between seemingly opposite views or sides, and even deeper when we relate to things, or how we relate to hobbies or preferences or anything, and what does it mean to everyone, and what can be totally irrelevant for someone and can be life threatening for someone else. It's just an interesting approach. It was very sensible, and I think they did a great job as well portraying the different characters. I really enjoyed it.